What is up with it? I am the MC MNG.
And I am Master Shen Lo.
And together we are
Deep Sector. Back once again, my friends. Thank you for joining us with our guest.
Jay The Rarest, what's up, y'all?
Yeah. Yeah, he's back again for, it's the third time, right?
I think this is my fourth.
The fourth.
Yeah.
First time is with Merciless Articulation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for coming back, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for always having me.
Is it going?
Yeah, it's just kind of quiet for me.
Okay.
I think it was just kind of... Yeah.
Release some whispers.
You guys hear that?
I heard it.
Yep.
So you got a new project out, yeah?
Yep. Season of the Rarest, Volume 1.
It's
Just
already
came
dropped?
out. Yeah, it came out the 28th of October. So about a week ago or something like that.
Ty, bro, tell us a little bit about some of the what's
The
included
music.
on it. Yeah. And any features or?
Yeah, it's 4 features. I got VK. She's a singer. She's from California. I got another female. Her name's Pretty Ray, which I don't know if you guys seen the video, but I got the music video for the joint I got with her. Beast Mode. She's from here too. And then I got my boy Doza M's. He's from Florida. He's on that. And then I got my boy Raid Merck. He's from Aurora. So yeah, it's some features.
Tight.
It's about 7 tracks. It's volume 1.
Okay.
It's basically going to be like an EP series.
Tight.
Because, I had like about 24 tracks, something like that. And I was all going to put them all on one project, but I'm like, I felt like people weren't going to pay attention. Ain't nobody going to listen, especially if they don't, know you like that. They're not going to listen to no 24 hour,
In this day and age, it's kind of different too, how the people are starting to, drop just like, projects.
So I figured people would pay more attention if I fucking split it up into 3 parts. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Make it shorter.
So I actually have more songs than that, but those were the ones I felt like were the best of the best. But yeah.
So 8 tracks each?
7 tracks.
Okay.
7.
Nice.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, that's out now. That's on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all the major platforms. And then I got the video for Beast Mode out now. I got more, videos coming. I got volume 2 and 3 coming next. So yeah, look out for that.
Heck yeah, bro. You got a favorite track on there right now? Or which one that you felt like was your strongest presentation?
My personal favorite is track 2. It's called Warning. That's the one I kind of want to do a video for next.
Oh, tight.
I produced it too. On the song, the beat switches up about like 3 times. So it's 3 different beats. I made all 3 of them. And the reason that one's my favorite is because, I really constructed that one from scratch.
Is that like, what's it about? Is it like just
like
lyrical?
Some bar spit,
some bars, yeah, okay. It sounds like that. Yeah, that sounds tight.
And, yeah, so like, that's one of the songs I constructed more than any of the other songs, meaning I made the beat, all 3 of the beats, and the idea was coming to me as I was making the song. Usually when I make a song, I have the idea already, and then I make it. And what I mean by that is, I literally was making the beat while recording the vocals as well. Not like at the same time, but like I was building around it.
So you were just pulling it all together as it came.
At once.
All at once. That sounds tight as fuck, bro.
Added instruments, adding, certain vocals, and, you'd have to check it out, but that was my favorite on there because I felt like I put the most work on that one. And then, the bars are there,
Yeah.
But one of my other favorites is track 6, I believe it's called Cold World. That's one of my favorites because as far as like the introspective part of it, that was less like bar spin. I mean, there's, double entendres and all that, but it's more like really talking about me and my life and shit. It ain't just me just rapping, which I do like doing that too, obviously, but Warning definitely is my favorite though.
It's called Cold World?
Cold World, yep, featuring Raid Merck.
Okay, yep. Yeah, I need to buy. I didn't even know it dropped. Yeah, I know he was talking about because you were supposed to come a couple weeks ago, and we were gonna.
Yeah, that's when it first dropped. Actually, the day before I was gonna, which I apologize. I appreciate y'all rescheduling with me.
It's all good, bro.
But yeah,
but I didn't know when the drop was gonna happen. I know you said you were working on a new project and stuff, so yeah, I gotta check it out for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And then and then I got another project that I'm not really gonna talk about too much.
And that's separate from this?
Separate from the series. After Volume 3 drops, then it's a full album, gonna be a full-length album though, instead of just, EP. But I feel like people pay attention more to the EPs and shit,
Nah, yeah, they kinda do.
Like when people listen to my music and shit, like they'll listen to my project and they'll be like, I listened to it, but I only got to like track 7, track 8, so I started paying attention to that. So I'm like, let me not, cause I don't know if you remember, but the last time I was on here, I had my, project, The Difference, which the deluxe version, which that was 20 tracks, which it was okay, but I feel like people, there were certain tracks they liked, but as far as like the whole track list, I feel like there are songs that are slept on. But it's 20 tracks, so not every song is gonna be, I think every song is quality, and not every song is gonna have, some songs are gonna have more plays than others and shit. It's not about that to me, but you know what I mean?
No,
you don't want to make art and people ain't even paying attention to it. I don't care what
on
you
any
say.
project I've ever released, my favorite track is never the one that gets the most plays.
Yeah, me too. The deep cuts. That's me too. Yeah.
I was like, damn, I really like that one, and nobody listens to it. I was like,
right. And then that's how you could tell a lot of times who like the real fans of people are and shit. Cause then like everybody knows the hits or the big records of artists, but like when you know the deep cuts, the songs that not everybody else pays attention to, like even as an artist, like we appreciate that,
No, yeah, for real though.
Yeah, it's definitely changed, man. Like I was talking about with, how people are dropping, less like full sized whole projects. They're just, samples of the project and then the whole project. Because the attention span has changed, and I feel definitely in part, like just the change of society, but also, I think like things like TikTok do kind of change the way people perceive things, and like with quick snippets like that give you quick information, people get used to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, it does help too. Like, if you can just get it that quick and that fast, why wouldn't you want it that quick and that fast, Convenience is
right.
always the thing.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I definitely agree. That's definitely how it is. I'm different though. Like I still listen to whole albums front to back and
I
shit,
agree.
Me too, yeah.
But that's just me as a music lover. Not everybody's I mean, everybody likes music, but not everybody doesn't love music the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then not only that, like if you notice a lot of especially in hip hop, a lot of the songs have gone shorter and shorter. Used to be 3 verses, then it became 2 verses, then it became
it's
1
like
verse.
1 minute songs and shit. You're like,
yeah,
1
minute songs.
That was a good ass song. You should have kept going on that.
Right. Like a short song back, like not too long ago was about 4 minutes. That was like standard, Now
real,
4 minutes is too long of a song and shit,
Yeah, 3 minutes is like max now. 3.5.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3. I say 3. Yeah, but 3.5.
Yeah,
for sure.
no more than 3.5 minutes. Your song, you better be cut.
But I mean, me personally, when I make music, I don't care about that because I got short songs, I got long songs. But I never made like no 10-minute ass song or nothing like that.
Yeah,
I want to eventually, but it has to be right because it's hard to keep somebody's attention for 10 minutes or whatever. You know what I mean?
It'll be for like the bar lovers.
Alrighty, y'all. Thank y'all for coming to Eternal Life.
For sure.
Yeah,
congratulations! Congratulations on hitting 100 episodes. By the way,
thanks,
too.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
But yeah, man, it's I forgot where I was gonna go with that, but yeah, societal shifts. Music.
Times are changing.
Yeah, it's always changing, Oh, so what I've kind of seen is everything's a pattern, right? And I think like things come and go in fashions and trends, and I feel like things get shorter and longer. And like I was listening to a song from like the 1920s, and it was only like a minute and like 14 you know, but it was different, you know. So I think like obviously it depends on the artist stuff too, you know, but I feel like it's trendy like that too. Like now it's going back to real short songs, but like, you know, before, like there were like super long songs, like, or like, you know, with SPM, right? Like every track was almost like 4 minutes.
Then you have that Dope House family track. It was like 11. They had everybody on the fucking beat.
That's what it is too. It'll be the posse cuts. That'd be the longest. Like I done heard that before. Like sometimes that's cool when it's more than just when it's one artist. You got to really keep them entertained for that whole 10, 12, however long you're trying to make it. But when it's a posse cut, it's different artists. So I think it brings different. It keeps it, you know,
it keeps it going a little longer.
Yeah, because you're not just hearing the same person, the whole same voice and shit the whole time.
Yeah,
but not all the time. Like everybody on the track has to be dope though, because then sometimes if they're not, they could drag it down.
Yeah, straight up. That's it.
You know, at least majority of the people on the track got to be dope. But it's like Wu-Tang. You know, Wu-Tang had what 9, 10 members and. I'm pretty sure they've made like 10-minute tracks and shit, but they were good at fucking throwing everybody on the track and still having it be a reasonable length, you know. But yeah,
Wu-Tang was really good at that.
Yeah, I mean, the shit, it was what 9, 10 of them, some shit.
Yeah, for real.
Like you had to be good at it to be successful at that time, because that was never seen before, like a 10-man group and shit. You know, that still ain't really been like.
Yeah, that's hard to establish right there.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the show on Hulu?
About Wu-Tang?
I think I've seen a couple episodes. I haven't seen the full thing.
It's called American Saga. It's dope, bro. You gotta watch it. It's basically about it's a biopic, but it's a show. They're on their second season, but, it's about all the members and how they met, and all of them. It's basically about their story and shit.
Nice.
And it shows you like how fucking hard it was to get all 9 and 10 of them together, because a lot of them didn't even like each other or had problems with each other.
That's interesting.
You know what I mean?
That's the real issue though, right? About everything. It's scheduling.
Yeah.
Like shit, man, it's real.
Well, then it's scheduling, and it's not even that. Like I don't want to spoil it, but you got to watch it. Like a lot of them had real problems with each other.
Oh, really?
Because, you know, neighborhood shit. You know, like you shot at my cousin. You know, like you gotta watch it. It was the RZA had to really go through some shit to get them to. He risked his life getting a lot of them together, because that's how it was. Like some of them almost wanted to kill each other. Damn. Because they're all from Staten Island, right? But back then their shit was split Park Hill and Stapleton. And basically it's like this side versus this side. I ain't gonna spoil it or nothing like that, but even shit I didn't know about the Wu-Tang, cause I thought I knew it all about the Wu-Tang, but that show really opened my eyes up, like, of how hard, like, not giving all the credit to the RZA, but it was, you know, RZA's the main character, obviously, cause he put them all together. I mean, that's just a fact. But it was just so hard for him to get them all together and on the same page and shit. And shit, groups of fucking 4 and 3 members, 2 members break up quick. And, you know, they've had their ups and downs, but Wu-Tang has always still came back together.
Yeah, they're still Wu-Tang, always.
And they've had problems for sure, you know.
Wu-Tang for life.
Everybody. But you gotta think about it, even like with rock and shit, there's a lot of bands don't last that long. Especially with that many members, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they change lead singers a lot.
Creative differences,
you know.
Straight up.
It's money, you know.
Yeah, technical term.
I mean, that's just what it is. Cause
for all that, for money, for
that's really what I understand. A lot of their problems were they felt like I deserve this, or and you know, this member don't, you know.
Yeah, that's an always interesting thing. Like the one I've definitely always seen, like totally like felt is like Ice Cube. You know, it's like yeah, like that dude. He was in NWA. You know, like, well, I mean, obviously he wrote for Easy, you know, and Dre and them. Yeah, you know, mostly the big four.
Yeah, the rhyming, the raps, the bars. That was all Cube. Everybody knows it. I mean, he was in the movie shit.
Yeah, Cube's.
Yeah, Cube is dope though. He's still dope.
Cube's one of the greatest for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, I know you've seen him in concert. Have you ever seen Cube in concert?
No, I want to. I've seen like videos and shit. He's still pretty good live from like the videos I see, but I haven't seen him in person. He's one of the ones I do want to see.
I seen him one time. I did. I seen him live.
He's good.
Where was it at?
Bro,
He be here.
Fillmore.
He be in Denver a lot, and I'm surprised I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I seen him. And yeah, that shit was it was a live ass show. It was one of the best shows I ever went to. Same with KRS-One.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I think we talked about that on either the last episode or one of them that I was on here. Yeah, KRS-One is one of the best hip hop performers I've ever seen, if not the best. You know, cause you know, I got to perform, you know, open up for him. But I'm a fan too, so I stayed after and watched him, and yeah, he's real dope. Like he's the essence of an MC. That's how I could put it.
For real,
like
though.
A master of ceremony. He really stays true to that. He don't be like, you gotta think about it, like they be trying to count people like his age out and shit, but his breath control is crazy. Like he don't.
Bro.
He freestyled most of the show.
Yeah, for real. He does.
Yeah,
that's what he always does.
And it was good, like, and it was like, you could tell, like, it was a real freestyle off the top, but it was still
live.
dope. It was,
it kept you rocking, bro. Like, you felt the energy, like.
Yeah, for sure.
The best performer I've ever seen, for sure. You know, and I feel like.
And he has that confidence, like, he knows he's the shit, you know.
Up.
That's what a lot of rappers don't got when they get on stage, is the confidence.
Definitely.
You know.
You see that a lot in like local shows too, you know. That's like, it's the plague.
It's the plague.
Well, it's because a lot of times, well, me personally, I feel like it's like people are the performers are feeding off of their energy when it's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be projecting
your energy
for them to follow, the opposite way. So,
master ceremonies.
It all depends. It's different crowds, different nights, different,
Yeah,
you'll deal with all type of crowds, Shit.
Yeah. It's all varied, it's all on the fly.
But like for example, like I saw Talib Kweli out here, and it was dope. I know who Talib Kweli is, though. I'm a fan, and it was dope. But oh no, I'm about to like this. But the thing is, nobody knew who he was. Cause like he wasn't headlining, he was opening up.
Oh, I see.
For somebody, Big Boy from Outkast. And they knew who Big Boy was. And some of them knew who Talib Kweli was, but like, you could tell they were like, I wouldn't say not feeling it, but they're like, who the hell is this? You know what I mean? They're kind of treating him like a local, not to say it like that, but you know what I'm trying to say, like, and I'm like, you don't realize this Talib Kweli, the legend?
He's fucking straight up.
But he went out there and he's like, I can't remember exactly what he said, but basically he says something like asking them, are y'all rocking with me? And they're like, little bullshit. And he's like, he didn't get discouraged or nothing. That like amped him up even more. Like, okay, well, I'm Talib Kweli. I'm from Brooklyn. Like, he's like, let me reintroduce myself to let you motherfuckers know who I am and shit. But he did cut his set short though, cause it was a whack crowd. I was disappointed in the crowd, but it ain't, but that just shows you, it happens to the best of them, Not even just Talib Kweli. I've seen it with a bunch of artists. Like sometimes,
I agree, man. And it is cool to see actually sometimes. Like, yeah, I've seen that. Where it's like, it's the end of the show and nobody's there. And like, it's a headliner. And so what do? They go out and they do what they do. Regardless of, 15, 20 people just being there rather than a full room.
Was a lot of people though. That's what it was at the Civic Center Park.
Okay, no doubt.
It was a lot of people, but it was like, I guess, I'm young. I know Talib Kweli, but it was the younger people, a younger crowd.
Yeah. And
it's a regional thing too. I realized like, the West Coast artists, even the old school ones, Too Short, Ice Cube, DJ Quick, they come here and they sell out, they get love. But they're old school. But you get like Talib Kweli,
East Coast.
you know, like more the old school East Coast, people will come out, but they're not selling out here in Denver as much as the old school West Coast artists are. I feel like it's a regional thing. That's what it is. Cause you go more towards the East Coast. For example, if we go to a Talib Kweli show more towards, it don't even got to be New York, just somewhere on the East Coast. Their reaction, I'm sure, would have been way different than here. It's because it's just different type of rap. You know what I mean? Like Talib Kweli and artists like that, you got to really listen to them. I'm not saying like the West Coast don't got bars or none, because they do, but they just have that bounce and that groove to it. Even the old school shit, like to where you don't, of course you're listening to the lyrics, but even if you aren't, you know, it is a regional thing. Like I said, we're closer to the West Coast, so. I
definitely see that, man. Yeah.
So what would you consider Colorado? People don't consider Colorado freaking Midwest.
Yeah, I consider it West Coast.
Yeah.
I used to hear people say, Midwest.
The Wild West.
But then they say Chicago's the Midwest, so I'm like, well, damn, so what's the Midwest? But it's definitely closer to the West Coast. And actually, speaking of Cube, I think Cube had like a song or something where he fucking like shouting out the West Coast, and he included Denver in that. It's an old song. I gotta find it or something. But
see, after
I heard him say that though, I was like, oh yeah, we're the West Coast then. If Cube's saying we're the West Coast, we're the West Coast.
Bro,
you know, people don't even mention us at all. You know?
Yeah, the old head's been saying that. That's what I've been hearing. That we're West Coast.
And we are, shit, you just get past the Rocky Mountains, like.
It's like California.
What is it? We got Vegas. That's definitely, or Nevada. That's West Coast. Who else is, you know, Arizona, Oregon. Well, Southwest and shit. You know what I mean, though? Like, Cali ain't that far from Colorado. We're definitely closer to the West Coast than, I guess, the Midwest, you could say.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, my opinion, you know, some people, you know, call it the Midwest. That's what I used to hear.
I heard that for the longest, too. And then I grew up, and then you start really wondering. You know, because I looked it up on the internet, and it doesn't include us in the Midwest. That's for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, you know. I mean, West Coast, Midwest.
I mean, it don't matter to me, but it does, like, as far as like the music, because you know, people are gonna listen to.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah,
like for example, like. You know, I'm
like what you're talking about in general.
Hip hop. I'm influenced by hip hop down south, East Coast, West, everything. But I have a lot of songs that are, I guess, quote unquote, I've heard are like East Coast. And sometimes people try to tell me like, nah, I hear you, that's dope, but that's not gonna do it out here. Like, if you went to New York, they probably would really fuck with you out there or go, you know, but. So I do agree with that, but then at the same time, it's like the fucking world is so big, especially with the internet and shit now. Like overall, that shit don't matter, you know. Especially when you make it to that level, it might matter at first, but you know, like, because I was talking to one of my other homeboys. He's an artist too, Milo V. I don't know if you heard of him, but he's from here. Shout out to him. But I remember I was at the club. I was talking to him one night, and cause you know we're gonna do a track and shit together. We were talking about it, but he has like a quote unquote, I guess, like a lot of East Coast sounding shit. But he got other sounding shit too, of course, you know. But I try to tell him, I'm like, what you think I should change it up a little bit? Basically, like some, not word for word. I can't remember, you know, exactly, but. Like my style and whatnot, and he's like, man, fuck Denver, you know, like fuck what somebody here is telling you. The world's way bigger than Denver. Make the music you want to make, because the rest of the world, just because Denver won't listen to it, the rest of the world will. Not saying, you know, because Denver does support me. I won't say they don't, you know, but
no doubt. Yeah, man.
It's just a different appreciation, though. You know what I mean?
No, really, man. It's, you know, there's like the world's so vast, so many different cultures and perceptions of what, people like. And I mean, yeah, like, that's what's so cool, like, with Warren G and all these other dudes, like, yeah, they made it big here, but like overseas, like, they're huge too. Like, people love them.
Right. They ain't never even been to the West Coast or even dreamt of, that's the closest they've been to the West Coast, listening to Warren G. And
it's a window
Snoop
into a different world,
Right. Like, but it really depends, because I've seen artists like Joey Badass, for example. I just saw him too recently. I'm a fan of his. He's a great performer too, but that shit was sold out. It was so packed, and they all knew his songs word for word, like every single one. Like you go to a concert, everybody knows the hits, and then they might perform a song that's like a deep cut or not a lot of people know or whatever, and then people might have like a couple people that know the song but not really. Him, even the deep cuts, like everybody knew, like the whole, I think it was sold out. It was like 7,000 people or something like that, or might even been more, but it was at Mission Ballroom. But they knew all the words. I'm like, damn, every single song too, like. And so, I can't really say I can't say it's a regional thing, but for some artists, there's an exception. But Joey's younger. He's not like, like if fucking, what I'm trying to say, like if he was an old school East Coast artist, like fucking such and such, I don't want to say no names because I respect all the OGs and I'm a fan of all them myself. But you know what I'm trying to say, like.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Yeah, just the younger generations now don't even know them. That's why you don't see a lot of those artists here, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Because you gotta realize, like, most artists base their tours off of logistics, like, such as, I'm going where I'm demanded. They look at their logistics, like, where am I getting played at? Where am I not getting played at? Like, like, for example, you go on Spotify or you go on somewhere else, whatever platform you put your music on, you could look at your stats and see where you're getting played at the most, and you're not gonna go to fucking Nebraska if nobody's listening to you in Nebraska. That'd be dumb. You're not gonna, make no money or nothing out there. So a lot of people don't know that too. That's how most artists set up their tours. I mean, it's logical. You ain't unless somebody promoter gonna offer you some money in Nebraska or wherever, then you can't turn it down. But at the same time, they're not gonna book you if it don't make sense for them either, Yeah. So, cause a lot of the old school East Coast artists don't even come here a lot. Not as much as the West Coast artists,
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense,
like
man.
Ice Cube, Warren G, even Snoop. They come here all the time. They get booked here all the time. But say like Coogee Rap or Rakim, they could come out here, but they don't come out here as much. They're not getting booked as much as, how many times, like, except Method Man and Redman. They're the only ones I could say that come out here all the time, and they got a huge, but you know what it is? It's Denver, the weed shit, and then they're great performers. I've never seen them live, but I've always wanted to, and people be like, damn, you ain't from Denver if you ain't ever even seen Method Man and Redman live. Cause they come here every 420 literally and do about 3-4 shows for a week, different venues and shit, events, and I ain't never seen them, bro. I like
me either, actually.
It was like a 420 block party a couple years ago. It was some years ago. This is when I first seen Joey Badass, actually, cause he was performing at Cervantes, but the block party was outside of Cervantes. So outside, Method Man and Redman are performing, and inside Joey Badass is performing. And I got the tickets for free, to Joey Badass, and I was a fan. So, and this was back in, when he dropped Before the Money, so like 2015. And so like I'm waiting outside and you could hear them, You know, I could hear Method Man and Redman, but I didn't actually see them, you know, like, cause they had it like blocked off for people trying to get like a free show or so. Cause it's outside, so you had to pay at the gate or whatever, or some shit, show your tickets or whatever. So, but I haven't actually seen them. I've heard they're great performers. I've always wanted to see them.
Yeah, me too. I haven't seen them either.
I will eventually though.
I agree. So, street ammo, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Street ammo.
So is that just you, or what is that exactly?
Me and my homeboy DJ Berserk. It's our streetwear brand, clothing brand, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, thanks for the shirt, man.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. I appreciate y'all supporting. We're working on getting the website up soon. Basically, we've been messing with this idea and putting the shit together for really, like, I met Berserk about a year, almost 2 years ago. I just realized that the other day too. You know how time be flying.
Yeah, man.
And you know, it was really a lot of it was his idea, you know, and I gave him some ideas before I was even like really, you know, down with it, because he really didn't have it like, he was just like playing around with it type shit, and I kind of was like, nah, we could take this serious, you know, and like I would design some things, you know, we bounced ideas off of each other and shit. And so it's our clothing line. Right now we just like been doing like concerts and events, selling the merchandise there. But we are working on getting a website and even possibly maybe getting into a couple stores. But you know, we got to get, you know, really stock up for that. But yeah, so street ammo, streetwear, look out for more of that.
So how can they get it right now?
Right now, you could contact me directly, Jay The Rarest, on everything. Instagram mostly, that's what I prefer. Okay. But yeah, you can hit me up, or you can even email me, jaytherarest@gmail.com. You know, like I said, we're still working on getting the website, but that's coming real soon, you know.
No doubt.
But yeah, it's been doing good. The last event I had a concert and we sold out of all the merch pretty much, you know. I had about 2-3 shirts left, but we came with a lot, you know what I mean? So we damn near sold out. That's, you know. Yeah. And honestly, I wasn't expecting that, because that was one of our first times doing it, like putting it out there for people to actually purchase like that. Because at first, like, we were just selling to our friends, or, you know, which we still do that hand to hand and shit. But yeah, and I wasn't expecting it, and we damn near sold out. And that was a good night, and it kind of like motivated him to take this shit more serious too, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's me and DJ Berserk, Street Ammo Streetwear. That's the clothing brand. More of that coming soon. And yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's dope.
Oh, and then I also would like to say, like, cause like prior to us like really trying to launch this, it's like we dealt with a little bit of controversy surrounding, you know, Street Ammo, the logo and whatnot.
Yeah.
Not nothing crazy like, oh, you know, but everybody got an opinion, you know.
Of course.
We're not promoting gun violence. You know, we're not doing that. That's not what we're about. It's all metaphorical. It's more about like shooting for your dreams, or shooting for whatever, but you come from nothing. The street, you know what I mean? And it's also multiple things. One of the designs we have is, choose your ammo. I'll have to show you what it looks like, but basically that's what it says on the shirt. Mm-hmm. Basically it's like kind of like, a spin-off of, Pick Your Poison. Mm-hmm. So basically it could be whatever you want it to be. The ammo don't gotta be literal ammo. It's more the music, the clothes, the culture, the products, that's what the ammo is. And when we say the street, that's cause like, that was the foundation. So that's who we were pretending to first. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just had to say that, you know, I felt like I had to say that, but yeah.
Respect. Yeah, no,
that's tough.
I get that. And I mean, like, it's cool too, cause like, Eminem, you know, the way he refers to ammo is like, you know, lyrics and like, you know, stacking your ammo.
Yeah.
And so yeah, man, I get you.
Yeah, and like, you know, because even DJ Berserk, you know, my partner, he's been wanting to like not ditch it, but like kind of like change it up, do something different. But I'm trying to let him know, like, we're not gonna change it up. But you know, we had a talk and shit, multiple talks, because of the controversy and shit. And my thing is like, one, controversy sells. I mean, it just does, but that's not why we're doing this either. And two, people like it. They do. Like, it catches the eye, like the logo and whatnot. Like, cause honestly, like, I don't even rock nothing but my own shit, especially as of lately. Like, and so like, people see me with it all the time, and I always get stopped and, you know, get asked about it. And that's good, you know. And I know what it's about, so nobody else's opinion matters. Plus, you know, it's tight. I think it's tight.
It is, man. It's fresh out too. Like, it's
a lot of people like it too. There's a lot of people that I ain't even gonna say a lot, because it really ain't nobody even said anything negative about it. Just a couple, like, people, not even, you know. But me personally, I haven't heard nothing, but I guess Berserk has heard controversy surrounding them. But I could understand, because, you know, especially with what's going on in the world. But my thing is, like, that shit's been going on, you know, because I try to tell him, like, we're not the reason people are shooting each other. We're not even that big. They're, you know, like, they're fucking, people are gonna kill each other and shoot. I hate to say it like that, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, that's been going on and it's gonna go on regardless.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
they because of us.
Yeah, I doubt you're the prime factor, prime contributor to.
It's kind of like it's kind of right. It's kind of like what NWA dealt with when they first came out. You know, how they try to say, oh, they're influencing people to be gangsters and thugs, and they're like, no, we're not influencing that. But like, we're just talking about what we see, where we come from and shit. Like, kind of similar to that in a way, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so, it's been doing great though. Like, we've only been going up and up more and more with the clothing. I enjoy it, you know. It's fun to me. I've always wanted to, you know, I've always been into fashion and clothes and shit like that. And it's a good feeling when you got somebody rocking your shit, or even when you're just rocking your own shit, because I feel like that's the ultimate flex. You know, it's different than, oh, rocking Versace, yeah, that's flexing, but when you're rocking your own shit, I feel like that's the ultimate flex. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely. That's just tight.
No doubt. I'm good on that.
But yeah, so more of that coming for sure. And then, you know, yeah.
That's legit, man. That's awesome. So like, right now it's mainly just clothing, and that's the plan, just to keep it clothing, apparel?
Yeah,
but you also have like sort of, because you have like flash drives and things like that too.
Oh yeah. So, it's not just clothing. We have all kinds of products. Actually, that's one of our highest selling products.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
We have a thumb drive. I should have brought some with me. Basically it looks like a bullet, you know, but you take it apart and it's a thumb drive you could plug into and, like, you know, a computer or whatever. And that's what we would sell our mixtapes and shit on. We'd load them up like you're loading them, you know, and then you put it in, and like it all ties into the whole metaphor of the street ammo shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, man, that's pretty cool.
And yeah, people really like it. You know, it's creative. I've had a couple times I just pull it out, and at first people were like, "What the fuck?" Like, and then I take it apart, and they're like, "Oh shit, that shit's tight." You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
man. But
yeah, we got those. We got all kinds of products. We got cups, bottle openers, all kinds of posters. You know. We're trying to do a little bit of everything, but definitely the clothes. We got hats, t-shirts, jackets, bomber jackets, hoodies, all kinds of shit.
That's legit. And so, like, I'm just curious, I don't know if you can divulge that, but like, so how are you, like, are you bringing your own, like, Jack and stuff to that, or is there like a third party company that's helping you get that out there?
Oh no, it's a well, we have connections, you know.
Yeah,
we have friends. I ain't gonna act like we're working like we started off with no huge factories or, you know, but we got friends that could get it done and get it quality. Yeah. And get it done in quality work for a reasonable price.
Yeah, that's tight.
You know, in a decent amount of time.
That's good, man.
So that's all you really need, you know. But of course, you know, once we get bigger, we might have to expand. But yeah, right now that's what we've been working with, and yeah, shit. We actually just recently made some new hoodies. We're starting to do stitch-ons now. You know, like the hoodies we had before were like, you know, like this, which they're still good quality and they're nice. But it's just something about the stitch-on. It looks tight. Like,
it's like screen press, right? Yeah,
this is screen press. Yep. And so is the ones I gave y'all. But,
cool.
Yeah, so, I'll have to, I don't have them with me, but you'll have to see them once they're unveiled.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So I just been I've been messing with that. Honestly, it brings out a different creative side of me. Cause of course I've been doing music for a long time. With the clothing, I really just started doing it about 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago. Well, I've been flirting with the idea for a while, but like actually getting it out and done about 2-3 years ago. Actually, the first time I ever had shit made was when I was here the first time with Merciless. I had one of my own shirts on. You can go back, but it says Rare Society Entertainment. That's my label, so that's still my merch, but it's the label, you know what I mean? The Street Ammo is Street Ammo Streetwear. That's the clothing brand. Rare Society Entertainment, that's my label. And yeah, so.
For sure.
You know.
Interesting. So with like Rare Society then, do you like, you do anything, like have you made any shirts, anything for that? Or do you do anything with that?
Yeah, I have. I do. I did, yeah, like I said, I was rocking one of the first ones. When
you still have new stuff like that too?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, cause it's still like merch. You know what I mean? Like it ain't the Street Ammo Streetwear.
Did you sell that alongside as their Street Ammo?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, so, but yeah, cause that's what it's been, you know, obviously my name is Jay The Rarest, so Rarest, you know, it plays into that and shit, but yeah, so that's what I've been doing, man, like, but yeah, the fashion, it just brings out different creative side, even more different, not more, but I'd say different than the music, cause you know, I've been making music so long, so it's like, not that I'm getting bored with it, but it's just like, you try something new, it unlocks something else, and you know, and it's tight. I like designing the clothes. I like when he comes to me with his ideas, or when we do something together, you know, because it's me and my homeboy Berserk, like I said, right now. So we're just the two doing the work and putting it all together. But yeah, it brings out different creative side of me when I'm putting the clothes together. It's different than, of course, it unlocks something different in your mind than when you're writing a song and shit. Not to say it's better or worse, but it's different. And I realize, yeah, I do enjoy it, you know. So there'll definitely be more of that. But of course I'm still gonna be doing the music and shit, you know. It actually helps with the music.
That's what I was gonna say.
And vice versa. Cause you know, the music helps promote the merch, and then it works the other way around too. Cause like, even at the show, at first some of them didn't even know who I was, but they just liked the clothes. And then they found out who I was after I went on stage and got off, and you know, obviously, you know, but yeah, you know.
That's legit.
For sure.
What was your last show? Like, was it just like did you open up for somebody, or was it a showcase or something?
No, my last show was the one I'm talking about when we sold out, pretty much. It was at the Summit. It was with King Lil G. I think I told you guys about, like, you know, I've done multiple shows with him, you know.
That's right.
And that was a good one. And his fans show me love too, you know what I mean? Every time that I've performed with him. But that was one of my first times, like, really unveiling the merch, you know. You know, when you have an idea, not that you're not confident, but you just want to approach it the right way when you're launching it and putting it out there. You don't want it to be no bullshit or, so that's why like I was holding back for a year or two with it, like keeping it like low key, but now we're like actually putting it out there. And that was one of the first nights we really put it out there like that. And yeah, we sold out pretty much, But the website's going to be coming soon because that's mostly what people, everything's online now. You know how that goes.
Yeah. Digital's the way to go.
But yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. So,
Man.
And then I was supposed to have one with, Duke Deuce. It got postponed. There's a new date coming soon. But even prior to that, before the one with King Lil G, I just had one with Devin the Dude again.
Nice.
Yeah, it was about my third or fourth time with him. That one was a nice one. It was on a Monday night. It was so weird, but it was still good. Like it was people there and shit. His audience is different, He's older, so he got an older fan base, But yeah, that shit was dope. Yeah. And Devin's a cool dude too, for sure.
I know. Man. What's the last show we did, Lo?
It was that.
Was it the?
What's his name?
Blaze.
Blaze.
Blaze, Blaze, your dead homie.
I don't think that. Maybe the name sounds familiar.
He's like with ICP and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not too. I don't listen to him too much. Like I know his stuff and his work, but yeah, we just like to.
How was that?
Diversify and try. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's what's
It was different. It was a different experience.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, it's cool to get out there, do different. Try to. I mean, like in the same way, like some of the things we say and some of the like tones we have are similar. It's just different and presented differently. So I think it's kind of cool to get out there and try to, present different crowds and see how that goes.
For sure. At least try it. You know what I mean?
Definitely. That's all you can do, right?
Right. Shit.
I think we got a pretty good response to that show, though.
Yeah, it wasn't bad
it was
at all.
pretty tight.
I had fun.
Most of the time I realize you'll get a good response as long as you put your all into it, try your best. It's just people always focus on the negative, and a lot of times there'll be more positive response than negative, but you're just too focused on, this person did, or not everybody was clapping, like, okay, but they were over here, and that's how you create fans too. You focus on the ones that did enjoy it, and a lot of times you don't even take it personal. It's not that they didn't like it or think you were good or enjoyed it. They might have just been tired or just saying, especially like when I perform for the older crowds. I mean, not to say it like that,
No.
but you know what I'm saying? Like the people in their 40s, 50s and shit, they're not getting up dancing and acting crazy, yelling
Jumping
and
in the mosh pit.
They're sitting there chilling, they're listening to you. But a lot of times people think, they're not paying attention to me because they're not reacting to me. Like that's how my mom because my mom's been to a couple of my concerts, and I've been to concerts like with her. She's a hip hop head, but she's one of those like sit back and I'm actually listening to you. You know what I mean? Like, so there's those type of people too. So I always say don't take it personal, because. And then always focus on the ones that you do know or could realize, they were fucking with it. That's the advice I would say for that shit, because you're gonna deal with all kinds of crowds, especially the more shows you do, the better you get, the different crowds you're in front of,
Yeah, man, haters are gonna hate regardless. Just be you.
Yeah,
shit.
And then sometimes they're not even hating. They just, one time somebody told me, like, when you're an unknown artist, a lot of times people aren't reacting to you, like, of course, like how they're reacting to the more known artists. And it's not because they don't think you're good or they're hating. A lot of times just because they don't know your song. That's their first time hearing it. How you expect them to sing along or react to your song?
No.
When that's their first time hearing it.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's the thing I love about it too, right? Because like every time you hit a show, like, I mean, you have your friends stuff that come and they might know your song, stuff like that, but these people don't know your music. So I mean, you can.
Not everybody. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I've been surprised myself. Like, the more shows you do, you'll realize, especially with similar artists, it'd be a lot of, you'll start seeing the same people. I've seen a few of the same people, and they've caught on to me. And the first one who opened my eyes up to that was my mom. Because there's this dude, and he been at a lot of my shows, but he likes hip hop, you know, so it ain't necessarily, you know, I done open up for a lot of great hip hop artists, and so he'd be at the shows too, just based off of that. But he started catching on to my lyrics, because my mom went to one of my shows, and she's like, he was in the front, him and his son were really singing your lyrics. And after I got off stage, his son asked to take a picture of me, you know, and that made me realize, oh yeah, because I would see them on multiple shows. And so it can happen, you know.
No doubt, for sure.
But that comes with the more you do them though.
No doubt.
You know.
I hear you.
Shout out to him. Fuck, I can't remember his name right now. I would plug in his Instagram, but fuck. But yeah, shout out to him. He knows who he is, shit.
No, that's
I think
beautiful.
it's like Mile High Baller or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but follow him on Instagram. He's a hip hop head, you know, and you know, he's been supporting it since day one. He's one of the main ones I've seen coming to a lot of my shows and shit, you know, and to the point where at first he was just coming because I'd be opening up for such and such, and he's a fan of all these people, but then eventually, like when I started doing my own shows, like when it was just me, or he might not even knew the artist I was rocking with, he was just coming because of me. That's when I realized, oh yeah, he really follows me, you know, he fucks with my shit like that, you know? So, yeah. But not everybody, of course, is gonna fucking know you. Majority of people won't know you, especially when you're new and you're coming up and shit, you know? But, yeah.
Yeah, and I think in that vein, you know, it's good to, you know, have that confidence of just going out there and doing your thing, you know, because yeah, people aren't gonna know that you missed that line, or you know, you took a long breath or something, you know.
Right, and don't get discouraged, because even if they aren't feeling you, if you get discouraged, it's gonna make you look even worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least have the confidence, you know, and they'll still give you props for that, you know, like, cause not everybody could do this. Not everybody could step on stage in front of thousands of people that you ain't ever seen. Some you do know, but, and, you know, put on a show for them and try to be perfect. Cause even the pros, like some of my favorites, like they all mess up, you know, it's okay to mess up. Shit, just about to bounce back. That's all it is.
Right. And you know, the thing is, like, it's entertainment, you know, so like you got, you know, it's to have fun, you know, it's to bring joy to, you know,
right,
make the best of it.
Right.
I think it's good. Yeah, man, I love shows, you know, I love being an MC. It's a fun thing to do, and
yeah, for sure.
It's definitely my favorite part.
Try it out.
Performing.
Yeah, performing for sure. Yeah, because I feel like, you know, that's like, it's like an art exhibit. You're displaying your art for, you know, and but it's a little different though because it's live. You feel me? Like, so. Cause I don't see, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, some artists that I'm fans of, like, I love their music. I'm huge fans of their, you know, I'll be knowing, like, damn near all their songs, and then I'll see some of them live and be like, damn. I hate to say it like that, but for real. But then it makes me like, okay, well, shit, is it damn, or did I just have too high expectations for their performance? Because, you know, what I expect out of myself when I put on a performance, you know. Especially because, shit, you're getting paid thousands, millions to perform. You better put on a great show. And, you know, some do, some are alright, you know.
You know, in my experience, there's only been one that I really would say, like, kind of gave me that feeling. you know, and it was because I could tell, you know, they were drunk and, you know, they came on late and it was just like, oh man, like. Really?
And these were like established artists?
Yeah, you know,
that's what it is. Like, I feel like, okay.
It was like I was kind of surprised. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I feel like it's just sometimes they get to a point where they perform so much they don't even give a fuck. They're like, we're coming here. I'm just here to get paid and I'm gone.
Yeah. But
that's not good, you know, but
yeah.
I guess I get it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, you know, it's cause they're at that stage in their career. But in the beginning, like when you're still trying to get your name out there and prove yourself, it's a different type of hunger, you know.
You can't be like that.
Yeah. For sure. Or they just been performing the same way for so long, you know, like, of course you're gonna perform like, believe it or not, most artists perform the same songs all the time.
Yeah, every show.
Right. You know, some people be thinking like, oh, it's different every time, but no, they're performing all the same songs. They might switch it up a little bit, put a couple new ones in there if they got new ones. But, you know, it's like I said, it's just a different type of hunger depending on what place you are, where you're at in your career. And if you still love this, if you give a fuck, cause some artists, especially like some of the fucking established like OGs and shit, some of them, they've been doing this shit for so long. It's like, I don't even really like doing this shit, but this how I get paid. This is what pays the bills. So I'm gonna go out here and get this money, you know.
Just to bitch you with that.
Some of them though, don't get me wrong. Like there's still OGs and shit, established artists that still give a fuck. When you see their live shows, you could tell they put a lot into it. You know?
No, man. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. You know, it just sucks sometimes when, you know, you go there and, it is lackluster.
Yeah.
But, you know, it happens.
You'll deal with all types of crowds, though.
Yeah, and all types of artists.
Right.
So, freestyle? Or?
Yeah. Do it.
Let me connect this real quick.
Just trying to freestyle it.
Or is this is freestyle, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
I'll freestyle. I made the beat though.
Nice.
By the way.
This recent or is something you've had for a while?
I've kind of had it. I tweaked it a little bit recently. Like added a couple finishing touches.
Sorry.
But I've been kind of having it in the vault for a minute, you know.
Nice. So how often would you say you actually like create beats? Pretty frequently?
Yeah, lately I've been more on the rapping more than anything. Cause I go through these phases, you know what I mean? Like I'll be in beat mode where I'm just trying to make beats for about 3-4 months. And I'll be in rapper mode. You know what I mean? Like, it just depends how I'm feeling though, you know? Yeah. So, lately I've really been in rapping mode and shit. But I'll still be making beats and shit here and there. Like I said, I've been working on this one for a minute, but I added a couple little, you know, extra touches recently. But yeah. But I'm gonna get back into producing more, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've been playing on my phone, but that should be good.
So you got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost just like
yeah. Can you turn it up a little bit more, maybe? Yeah, that's fine. Look. Yeah. Yeah. Check. Look. I said I can't stop rapping, I've been tried. These edible MCs come with me and get deep fried. It's Jay, homie, you better get to know me. The type of guy to terrorize all you phonies and whack you like a mole. Whether I'm in the booth or at a show, I'm not your average Joe. Roll backwards on all you rappers, shout out to Absol. I got ammo, of rhymes I'm never running out. Similar to Bill Gates' cash flow. Large like Professor, and ill nothing lesser. Time to school these special ed rappers. They ain't ill and they moving backwards. They had plans of knocking me down, but these clowns can't do shit to the well lyricists for the D-Town. It's Denver, by the way, I ain't talking about Detroit, but shout out to my boys in Michigan making noise. Making noise, look. Yeah. Look. I spoke a blunt stuff with that stuff that'll have you stuck. Then I proceed to eat these wannabes up. I'm a true MC. I say that confidently. On the real, on bad news. I put blood, sweat, and tears in everything I do. It's been a long time coming, long time running. Jay The Rarest, always regulating, never stunting. And always step up to the track and verbally with bass. Plus move the crowd. I'm a bloodthirsty hound searching for any clown who said they got the crown. My lyrics are raw and the beats are loud. I mean fat. Play with me, you don't wanna do that? Yeah. You don't want to do that? Yeah, Jay The Rarest, season of The Rarest, go get that. Yeah.
Know what to be, MC, MNG, never gonna be a delinquent on the flow, cause I gotta be progressive, whoa, cause I'ma move up and really explode the soul, gonna explode. Yo, bro, that's always tight, bro.
Yeah, that beat was tight as fuck.
You liked it?
Heck yeah, that shit was dope.
When I made it, I kind of like, you know, it kind of reminded me of like some old Dirty Bastard, Wu-Tang, you know, just that grimy and the sloppiness, but the choppiness, but the ruggedness of it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It reminded me of like an old Dirty Bastard beat or something like that when I made it. I guess you could say that was kind of my inspiration at the time because that's who I was listening to heavy. Well, Wu-Tang, I listen to them still, obviously, you know, but yeah.
What is that, like, main instrument? Is that like
the piano?
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah. That dun, dun, dun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
it's a sample, actually. But yeah, shit. No. Everything else, though, like all the drums and all that, like, that was me. The random chops and shit. I added that like it was an accident. It's like where it sounds like a CD skipping or some shit. But then I kind of liked it, so I kept it. You know, I just try to it be creative with the shit, but like, you know how I am with my beats. I make all kinds of beats. You know, I got the old school, I got the trap, I got the, you know, you heard all my shit, a bunch of my shit. So that's one of the ones like. I guess you could say at the time I had like that inspiration, like that rugged Wu-Tang. I probably was listening to like Wu-Tang. I can't remember when I first made the beat, but yeah, for sure.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Well, shit. You want to do one more shot before we head out?
For sure. Oh, so if you need beats, let me know too. I'll produce, y'all.
Yeah, that's just
Jay The Rarest. Yeah,
I wear many hats.
Use your beats for our freestyle stuff and intro and stuff. So
for sure,
definitely appreciate that, man.
Of course, I appreciate y'all having my shit as the intro of your podcast. Every time I watch it, I'll be like, yeah. Cause you know, y'all start off each episode with that. I'm like, I made that shit.
Yeah, man, it's been real helpful. You know,
I wasn't expecting y'all to. I wouldn't even imagine that one being the intro of a podcast, bro. Like when I heard y'all make it the podcast, and now every time it comes on, I'm like, yeah, that shit fits. I like it. You know what I mean? Like, so I appreciate y'all for even, you know.
Yeah, shit, it's awesome, man. It's
for sure.
It's all been a blessing. So cooperation is the way, man.
Mm-hmm.
Collaboration.
But yeah, season of The Rarest. Go get that. Volume 1 right now. Volume 2 and 3 coming soon. And yeah,
on all platforms.
All platforms.
Hell yeah.
So,
that's just time.
Yeah. Thank y'all again, guys.
So.
Thank y'all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Till next time. Peace and love. It's spicy.
Oh.